We're going to talk about inflecting profits and profit turnarounds, undervalued commodities, underappreciated growth, and mispriced assets. And you've actually, which if I was putting my investment consulting hat, I would say, give us your attribution, which for people that don't understand what that means is we try to break down where the returns come from quantitatively. So we try and figure out, is it stock picking? Is it this type of sector? Is it that thing? And you guys have already done that in anticipation of today. The biggest one is inflecting profit turnarounds.
So of that 43% cumulative return, so a 25% roughly per annum return since we started is a 43% roughly cumulative return. I think, is it 20%?
Half of that is...
Yeah, half of that's come from being able to identify businesses that are continuing to grow their revenue without growing their costs. Essentially, where operating leverage is starting to pay and they're able to grow profits much faster than they're able to grow revenue.
Which is fascinating to see that actually in data, because people kind of have a gut feel about some of these things, but that's really interesting. I wouldn't have suspected it to be that high, but I guess it makes sense because what you're going for is inflection points in these companies.
Yeah, a lot of people think that, we do these returns because we pick, huge individual winners. We have 200 times your money or whatever, it's not actually what we do. Some of these are just kind of gone up, 50% or 100% over the holding period. But it's being able to have 5 or 6 of them in a portfolio. Yeah. So that's sort of, I think, where the average investor goes wrong. Ben and I talk about it a lot. The idea that you're going to have this single idea, what we call like a Big Short style idea where it's going to make you all this money because you've got this one thesis. Investing's much more like Moneyball. It's much more like, putting an island of misfit toys together that are all underappreciated for what they can do for you in the aggregate. And some of them might not hit. You might get the odd one that doesn't quite play out how you think, but it doesn't matter so much because the other 4 or 5 have pretty much gone how you thought.